Hi everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be discussing, swatching, breaking it on down, the Lily Lolo vegan lipsticks. So I have reviewed the Lily Lolo lipsticks in the past. Oh my god, that's a lot of L's. I've reviewed those lipsticks in the past, but they are just a vegetarian formulation. They're actually not completely vegan. At the end half of last year, they did release 6 truly vegan shades, so I am going to talk about them a little bit with you right now. 6 shades, $19, but you can purchase samples of these lipsticks for $3 each if you would like to kind of test the waters before you commit to buying them, which I always definitely suggest. So these are fragrance-free lipsticks, $19 like I said. They do look exactly like the traditional Lily Lolo lipsticks that have the black lid, the white bottom, shade on the bottom as well, and then they just are traditional slanted lipstick tubes. The formulation of these I do think is really similar to the traditional Lily Lolo ones as well. They're a more buildable formula that is a little emollient, pretty comfortable to wear. I will say I think that some shades in this lineup are more comfortable to wear than others. I will discuss that as I'm sort of applying them all and things like that. But there's grapeseed oil, argan oil, sunflower seed oil in there as well. So always nice oils to help nourish the lips, and I think that is helpful because they're a more sheer formulation as well. In comparison to something like a Rituel de Fille lip sheer, these do require more building than those lipsticks do, but they're still very comfortable and still give you ultimately a really rich color payoff, but you just don't get it immediately like on the first swipe, like a Vapor high voltage lipstick or something like that. So I'm just going to jump right in. Did I mention that they're fragrance free? They're fragrance free as well, which I prefer in my cosmetics personally. And as always, I'll have a swatch photo of these down below. Product links, you know the drill. So let's just get right into it. First up is the shade Au Naturel. And on me, it's anything but. It is such a fair nude. It's a fair nude that actually has a little bit of a metallic sheen to it. It's very, very subtle. It's not like your traditional metallic lipstick. This is never something I could wear alone. However, I do think something like this does look nice to just apply in the center of the lips, even with something that I have on today. It will add a little bit of dimension to the lips. So you just blend it in like that. And it will ultimately make the lips look fuller because it's like adding a highlight and then it's more shadowed around the edges. So that's a really nice tip if that's something you like to do. This one's great because of that more sheer texture. You can really just apply it on top of anything and it'll just blend really, really nicely and not like you just put like a stamp of something really pale in the center. So if I was to try and wear it alone, I would definitely need a liner, but if you like really fair colors, this could definitely be for you, but I think this is more of a fun layering product as far as I'm concerned. Next up is the shade Birthday Suit. And Birthday Suit, this is more of the nude that we're talking about. This one is like a My Lips but better color. It's just a true peachy pink. This one doesn't have that metallic sheen. It is more of just a classic cream formulation as well. This one I can see myself wearing a lot. The ease of use, how natural the color it is. For me, even if I have very minimal makeup on, I like to put on something like this rather than just like a sheer lip balm. Because I just think it makes the look more complete and intentional. So that is absolutely what I could see this one for. I've had 3 of the shades for a while, but I did just receive this one. And this is probably my favorite in the lineup besides the one that I have on. So I can see a lot of people digging Birthday Suit. Next up, this shade is called In the All Together. I don't know what that means. But anyway, this one is another one of those more metallic-y finishes. And this one takes a little bit more building up. It's a little patchy, but you can get evenness from it. And I think when you do, I love the finish of this. It's like a cool tone pink, and in the light it flashes like a lilac, but it's not really intense. It's not like committing to a full-on metallic lipstick. I think this does a really great job at being different and adding a little something fun that isn't too intimidating and like a ton of look. I think it's really pretty. And again, I like these sort of lip product shades. I say this a lot with like pink blush, whatever. I like doing a very tonal look with it. So if I was to do like Rituel de Fille Aura and like a really nice cool tone pink blush or something like that on the eyes, I think that is when these look the best. But if you like cool tone pinks, I think that you will like this one. Next up, and that one's a little bit more of a drier formulation as well. I do think because of the more metallic sheen of it. Then we have the shade Without a Stitch. Without a Stitch is a nice cream shade as well. This one is significantly more sheer than the others, but this reminds me of like, what am I trying to think? It reminds me of Just Like Jade from Nudist, but like a sheer version of that. So it's a really nice mauve-y purple sort of tone that I think looks good on a lot of people, even people who have more of a dark complexion, if you have more of a fair complexion, especially because it has that more sheer formulation. It's incredibly forgiving as well. Then we have the shade Undressed. Undressed is my favorite shade that I was talking about. I do have it on my lips today. This one is a more cream formula as well, but this one has really nice pigment to it. This one is very similar to the shade that we just discussed, Without a Stitch, but it's much more opaque, a little bit darker as well, and a little bit more berry toned than like a true purple. But these are like my everyday type of shades. I think they're really healthy looking. I think if you put a swipe of this on the lips and you kind of blend it in, it's lovely. This one is particularly comfortable to wear as well. I did mention that I think there's slight discrepancies. Like I said, that one's more sheer, that one's a little more dry, things like that. But overall, I do think it's a very comfortable formulation, but this is one of my favorites. And again, very universally flattering. On a more deep complexion, it would pull a little bit more nude. On me, it's more of a berry shade, but that is the beauty of these type of shades. I love them. Okay, and the final shade I have to share with you all today is the shade Stripped. Stripped is the deepest of the lineup and is more of just like a bricky, very brown toned red. This one is a little patchy as well. However, I actually like to apply this product very similarly the way I like to wear a lot of more deep lipstick tones. Now that I'm more into the sheer lip thing, I'll just put a little bit on the bottom of my lip and I'll just kind of press it in. And I think when you do that, it's actually a really natural looking red shade that's very flattering and also easy to wear because it's not very bright, it's not overly warm, it's not overly cool. It's very much in the middle, it's just very dark. So I think that's a really nice way to make it a more wearable shade. And then of course, if you have a deep complexion, these more brown tone reds look stunning. So this would be a nice one to check out if you're looking for a more, just a completely vegan formulated red lipstick. This one might be worth picking up a sample or something and giving a go. So that is it. Those are the 6 Lily Lolo lipstick shades. Though there is some inconsistency in the formula as a whole, I think these 6 shades ultimately perform very nicely. If you are familiar with the regular Lily Lolo lipstick formulation, and if you are not, I'm about to share it with you. Due to their more creamy texture, they're not the most long wearing of lipsticks, but they're also incredibly low maintenance. So I like to have something like this in the purse. Like I said, I really think the shade Birthday Suit is like the perfect throw in the bag shade. Easy to reuse, rewear, just throw on whenever you see necessary and not really have to worry about having a mirror or anything like that on hand as well. So if you're looking for a vegan formula, I think this is on the more low end of the price spectrum as far as, you know, luxury lipsticks are concerned. So I think this is always a great brand to check out. Lily Lolo has a lot of great products. These have been around, like I said, for like since the end half of the year, so I just wanted to get around and share them with you. I have done a vegan series on this channel. It was quite a while ago now, so there has been additions since then, but I will link those down below for those of you who are looking for vegan exclusive products. That would be a really nice place to start. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know I'm here to assist you. Just leave me a comment down below. I do always include a swatch photo of everything so you can see them in relation to each other. Just take a better look at it, not in motion. So that is always going to be in the description box. Full ingredients list and direct product links are down there as well. In the meantime, if you could please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I do upload here twice weekly. I do not want you all to miss it. And of course, all of our social media is always linked down below as well. So if you're curious what we're up to, if you want to get on the newsletter and get notified whenever I upload videos, that is always a possibility. So I'll link that down below for you as well. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the love and support. Please let me know what product you would like to see reviewed next, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.